Hey, kindness starts here. This your girl Quill, the one that keeps it real with that trill to give you a thrill that is really feel with looks that can kill. Hey, welcome back to God's Kingdom of Tarot Show. Tarot Show. You better act like you know. Hey. All right, I gotta set my settings. Okay. Y'all been liking when y'all hear that. Okay, because somebody been reminding me. Thank you, thank you. Okay, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. If that's your energy, thank you. I appreciate it. Um, yeah, because people get in here and saying crazy stuff, and it's too early for that. It's too early for that where I am, at least. Okay. All right. I know you've been at it all day, probably, but it's too early for that. Okay. But yeah, I'm coming at y'all today with a sweet message. I'm hoping it's a sweet message. I think it's a sweet message. Okay. Sweet love. I'm in love, sweet love. Oh, na, 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 walk away. So get out fears, get out phobias, get out anything that's trying to make this energy negative, okay? All right. Okay. So tension and prayer is very significant for somebody right now. But, see, so I'm trying to come here with a sweet message. I hope it's a sweet message. I hope it's a reassuring message. To honestly anybody, but basically probably a lover, who needs to be reassured. All right. I did a reading not too long ago. It was about them not being able to even crucify Jesus, and towards the end of that message, a dad's presence was basically coming out, saying that they were in both positive energies, or these two energies were positive energy, or at least I was trying to keep it. One energy was afraid that they would give their child, whether it's a boy or a girl, but especially a girl to someone who has been betrayed, and they're still harvesting that into trust issues. They're balling up that betrayal instead of throwing it. They balling that betrayal, and then now they named that ball, trust issues, basically. And the other side, I didn't say this analogy there though, so hopefully that was helpful for somebody. But yeah, and the other side was like, they were kind of uneasy about giving their child to a man, especially, because this man has not gotten out in their system of cheating. This man was known to cheat all the time and stuff like that. So even if, even that man could also be associated with, the father that thinks, this person has trust issues based on whatever betrayal, because that person probably is cheating or not trying to be faithful anymore because they've been betrayed so much, and now they're holding on to that ball of trust issues, so they're acting out of trust issues. Okay, so in that reading, that's what I was saying. Again, it's the one that says this time they won't even be able to crucify Jesus. God is not wasting time proving that to people anymore, basically proven that anymore. But at the end, that's they were speaking a lot about it. So if you are, especially a woman, but you could be a man, that is probably seeking guidance in something like that, or if you feel like a lot of that message was resonating with you, and then especially when the dad part comes out, or whatever, you know sorry. See, I'm trying to stay focused on it, so you you could probably learn from it. Like you could probably learn something as well. So definitely check out that video if you haven't already. It will probably be helpful for you. But yeah, like, so I'm here with a sweeter message, or a sweet energy of reassurance for someone, because sometimes it could be sometimes when someone's too busy, or they're the only one handling everything, they're a one-man show, that could mean that like they have time for everybody because they make themselves available for everybody, but they also have time away. They could use time away from other people, like everyone as well, because they've always been dealing with that. So technically this person would not be busy. Okay, technically you wouldn't have to have any worries about this person that you're having based on what you see in them now. Okay, whether this platonic or romantic, but mainly romantic. Okay, so because it's romance, I'm gonna do y'all some musical messages. Hopefully y'all enjoy this. Shout out to 11 people up in here. Thank y'all for y'all time today. If y'all new here, welcome. All right. Woo, for us by us with Solange, by Solange. Okay, so we got Fubu here. Yeah. So it's like, I have time for you. See, I have time for you. It's for us by us. That could also be an opportunity. I was thinking, for you to, see how you can help, see how you could contribute, not saying you have to, this does not put an obligation on you. No. Sometimes people feel better knowing that they can make things easier for people. That could be their love language, acts of service, showing people you care about, showing them good deeds, monetary gifts, like it could still go into the service part when you're looking at it from this perspective. So yeah, she's also talking about, like how it's been, a long time, and our ancestors been in this song, she said our ancestors fought, essentially she was saying like our ancestors fought all this time, and then you still pull up, to your crib, and then people asking you where you live again, like, because they haven't seen you, they haven't been familiar with you, they probably haven't seen you because you're always everywhere doing stuff and you're the only one man show. But once you come to your safe haven, people shouldn't be questioning you. People shouldn't worry about what the hell you doing or where you live and stuff like that. Why they're even taking time out of their day to care about what you're doing. But our ancestors fought so hard or long for these rights, and we still don't feel welcome. We're not even saying you got to like us. We hope you don't like us. Because once you like us, you don't want to let us go anyway. So we hope you don't like us then. But at least think we have the same right to be wherever we are, just like you are. Because the way that we are able to show up there means that we are qualified at least to be there. No matter what you say, you probably don't even have the qualifications to qualify somebody else. So also somebody could have like initiated somebody into a tradition they weren't even qualified, or institution, organization, whatever applies to you guys, they weren't even qualified to institute somebody to initiate someone in. Okay. But yeah, so definitely check out that reading if you didn't already, or if you did, rewatch the last part of that, especially if now it makes sense for you, or like however you want to do it. I also did a reading not too long ago, yesterday basically, that was talking about, what is it? Okay, yeah. They lie because your truth will expose their truth, or exposes their truth. It will, or it exposes it already. And we were talking a lot about how that makes sense, because like if your truth comes forward, everything associated with truth, whether it applies to your truth or not, is gonna come forward and follow suit. Okay, Bill Cosby could also be significant as well. I'm not saying whether he did it or not. I truly believe, there was more to the story, but the facts they put them together in such a way that it went against him. So that's why it was possible for him to be even convicted in the first place, because they used a lot of facts against him. But the lies kept the facts, made the facts make sense. You get what I'm saying? So it was like the glue that put things together. But when we take away those lies, those facts have to fall exactly how they fall, how they should fall. And because it was put together by glue anyway, I didn't even come up with this analogy in there, but since it was held up by glue anyway, and everything had its own specific place, once that glue is taken away, truth has to stand as it may on its own, fall to the wayside, be crumbled up all on each other. It got to fall how it is. So rocks could be significant as well, because I was thinking about rocks, a tower. But yeah, so hopefully all that made sense and stuff like that. So definitely check that out as well. A lot of things came out in both readings. Also, there was another reading, it's not coming to me. Oh yeah, since they wanted to, sometimes when they see that they are chosen, they're starting to see synchronicities and stuff like that they are chosen, it means they're chosen for judgment. Okay. So it was saying situations about how that is, what God is looking at currently now, who God is looking at currently now, and stuff like that. So if you're interested in stuff like that, and you just missed it, or it didn't come across your timeline, definitely check it out. Okay, it would be helpful. All right. But only if you're interested. You don't have to. All right. But yeah, so she was saying that in that song. When it's going on 1,000 years, when you're pulling up to your crib, and they ask you where you live again, it's for us. All my niggas in the whole world. All my niggas in the whole world. Play my song, it all yours. Time for us. This shit is for us. Some shit you can't touch. I hold my. She also said something about her son playing, like being proud of, like wanting to make her son proud and stuff. She said, I always try to do it in the middle, and I never remember how it goes. I hope my son played the song so loud that he made his whole walls fall down. 'Cause his mama wants to make him proud. Oh, to be us. So any heritage is given me as well, even though she's referring to our Black people. Anybody though, as well. The clothing brand FUBU could be significant, or like a older brand like FUBU, Inichi, South Pole, Baby Fat, like older like popular brands and stuff. Prepay, or it was it Pele jeans or Prepay jeans? I think it's Prepay jeans. What was some other ones? Melissa shoes as well. See, those names and initials could be important as well. So that's probably why they're bringing that out. But yeah, FUBU, FUB, first, middle, last name or nickname initials. Or even having two U's in your name, like Nunu or something like that. Lulu, Lala. I mean, well, see, I wasn't even trying to. I was trying to do the focus on the U's, and then they started making me focus on the consonants. So the L is very significant. Okay, so yeah, so hopefully that made sense. But yeah, so even to relate it back to the reassurances, like like it's for us and by us. Like somebody could be going on a vacation soon. Like saying like this is for us. Like we we worked hard enough for us. We put this together. Somebody also could be putting an event together, or something like that. Or somebody's proposing an idea. It could be a marriage proposal, but I'm thinking an idea more so. But to even speak to the reassurance part, it's like, like you won't have to worry about nothing. I only see only you. I only see only us. Like, if you're talking to someone or thinking about somebody, or this person feels like this towards you as well. Taylor Swift and Kendrick Lamar, Bad Blood. So lately I've been getting her song a lot, Blank Space as well. So the letter B could be as well, like Boo Boo as well. Or whatever name starts with a B, especially a nickname. But yeah, they keep that song keeps coming up, and especially the part where she says, boys only want love if it's torture. Don't say I didn't want you. Thank you for the first bonus blessings to you. Thank y'all, I appreciate that. But yeah, she even then it's like, coming from this topic, like somebody's making excuses, but somebody's sitting here trying to reassure you, but in a nice way. This is a sweet message for you, because this is the status quo. Like, people always, find something wrong with you, or you find something wrong with people. It's making sense. It's like, yeah, boys only want love if it's torture, And also in that song, she says, I got a long list of... I don't really feel like singing right now, okay? I just don't feel like singing right now, just at this moment. Maybe the energy is feeling a certain type of way. I don't know. But I feel like I have, something in my body, a lever in my body, and the lever is low right now. But it's, going up and down. It's giving me like a mechanics car cylinder or something like that, something about a cylinder. But yeah, it don't feel like going up, or even a battery as well. But yeah, I don't feel like singing. So I'm trying to explain the songs more because I don't want to sing them. But yeah, so she says, I got a long list of ex-lovers. They'll tell you I'm insane. Even if you go to these people, they'll tell these people all bad things about you, or they'll tell people bad things about you as well. So I'm out here even laying that out to tell you, this is what you're gonna be met with, if you go to other people as well. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you go to other people, this is what you're gonna be met with. But I'm so confident and assuring of myself, and I know that some of the stuff is a lie, if not all of it. But I know these lies that they tell. And that's the same thing I was saying in that reading about your lies exposing their truth. That's why they aren't lying. That's the only reason why they lying. It's exposing their truth. She's like, I know what they're going to say about me. They'll say I'm insane. They probably were saying it all throughout the time. Made her start to believe it even. Or people have started to believe it. But she's like, she's also pointing out the fact that it says more about them than her even. They'll tell you I'm insane. But I would tell you also things that may make them think that. But at least I'm transparent. So transparent is significant for y'all, or it's important, to be transparent, remain transparent, especially if you're dealing with somebody who's balled up that paper and called it trust issues now. Now be transparent, no matter how hard the situation is, or somebody's parent is wanting to know, are you going to be transparent? Even if you don't know what to do at the time, just be transparent. Just don't lie, okay? Even if you're not a cheater, if you don't want to cheat anymore or stuff like that, just don't lie, okay? Maybe she'll figure it out, or they'll figure it out, or it's going to hurt you more, okay? Or I'll hurt you more. I don't know, but it's something like that. they're bringing out as well in your message. But yeah, so Bad Blood, you know, like, so I was talking about another Taylor Swift song, but you know, Bad Blood is what actually came out. So, you know, somebody could be upset with what people have done to you, you know, especially in your family, you know, like, and now we got bad blood, okay? Because they hurt you, I hate them, okay? Because I would hurt anybody who hurt you. I smack the whole world if they rude to you. Baby girl, you so beautiful. Beautiful. I just want you to know you're my favorite girl. Girl, there's something about you. Beautiful. I just want you to know you're my favorite girl. There's something about you. I just want you to know that you are really special. I just want you to know that you are really special. Yeah, so that's Pharrell and Snoop Dogg, if y'all don't know. But yeah, like he said, I smack the whole world if they rude to you, okay? I smack somebody to space if they rude to you. You know, I hurt somebody if they're rude to you, okay? And possibly somebody is needing somebody like that on their team because everybody ain't for them too. And they reassuring you, it's like, okay, well, because people have proven to me already, you know, giving me the evidence that they haven't been for me, I'm by myself. So now I am available to be for everyone or be away from everyone because people have shown me who they are. And it was best I believed them, you know, no matter how long it took you. Don't judge yourself right now, okay? Count your victory, all right? Take your victory, okay? Don't let them take that from you, okay? The Players Club, I was thinking about that line where she says, make that money, don't let it make you, and stuff like that. But yeah, like, so, yeah, so somebody's feeling like that. Like, now we got bad blood. Like, I have a problem now. They mess with you or somebody I loved, associated to you or connected to you or whatever, okay? Now we got bad blood, okay? Now we got bad blood, and baby, it's to be mad love. So take a look what you got, and baby, now we got bad blood. Hey, look, that, you know that, you know, remember that. I do my to my right. I don't hate you, but I hate to critique or rate you. You're a beast. You dark line, nothing to replace you. Take time to erase you. Love don't live here no more. No. Better yet, respect ain't quite sincere no more. It's so sad to think about the good times you and I. So baby, now we got bad blood. Oh baby, used to be mad love. So take a look what you done. So baby, now we got bad blood. Hey, now we got problems, and I don't think we can solve them. You made a really deep cut. So baby, now we got bad blood. Hey, did you think I did that? No. It's not coming to me. The words are coming to me. But I love the video. I love watching the video. More than I even like listening to the song. But I used to like listening to the song. I used to have that song on repeat. And then I didn't even know she had a remix. But I used to have her regular version without Kendrick Lamar. And I used to play it on repeat a lot. And then, you know, I saw the video. I didn't even know she made a video. And I really liked how they put that. And what I think about that video, I really like it, but no buts. But I want to explain it, you know, like how to analyze it, you know, like to analyze it, but I'm not critiquing it. I love it. All right. So don't get offended if you don't like something that I'm analyzing it with, please. Okay. Or anybody, please. Okay. Yeah, so in the story, it's these girls, it's two girls Taylor Swift and who is that? Is that Selena Gomez? I think it's Selena Gomez, but it's her and somebody. They're fighting. They're fighting people, at this bank, or at this place where they gotta get this suitcase, retrieve this suitcase of contents, and they're both on the same team fighting for each other. So they both end up kicking everybody ass, securing the suitcase, and then Taylor ends up securing the suitcase and actually being the one that gets the suitcase, or beating a person to get the suitcase. And then so Selena Gomez, or whoever that person is, she looks like Selena Gomez, so I think I'm gonna call her Selena. Okay, but yeah, so Selena Gomez finished kicking somebody else's ass, the last person ass, and Taylor Swift already has the suitcase in her hand. And then so Taylor Swift thinking, yeah, we did it together. We fought these people off together. Like let's go. We got the suitcase. We got what we want. Like she's coming to her. Like even looking like she's gonna give her the suitcase too. Like knowing that it's their suitcase to share. But Selena Gomez wasn't like that. She was using Taylor to fight the people off to get the suitcase, but she only was using Taylor because she knew how powerful Taylor was. So she came to Taylor, and she was by a window, and she ended up coming towards her and basically kicking Taylor out the window, and then first taking the suitcase, and then she kicked Taylor, and then she fell out the window. And then Taylor falls on this car, and I look at the people that ends up, taking her in is her spirit team, especially the Galactic Federation, or, our cosmic ancestors, star ancestors, or family, especially those things, because like space things were in there, or it made me think about space. But they took her into the incubator, and then they heal her, doctor her up, her wounds and stuff like that, because she was supposed to die. You fall on the car, you normally die, right? You out of a building onto a car, you normally die, but she didn't die. And so they revived her or whatever, and then they start training her. They trained her with bazookas. They trained her fighting, martial arts, and stuff like that. And so it wasn't like she didn't know how to fight or nothing like that before, but she had to, learn how to fight and learn who was the enemy, so I thought that was like symbolizing more of, like just her physically training, like in the Matrix and stuff like that. It was more of, like using her discernment to know that even the enemies who claim to be on your team, knowing how to spot them, or even not recruiting them on your team, so things like this wouldn't happen. We almost lost you out there, type of stuff. But also in that video, a woman comes out like as the mistress, because these people, not only they did that, like they were trying to fight for this suitcase that wasn't even there to begin with. So Taylor comes back not only by herself, she comes back with her whole team. And the person that was running everything was a woman. But I don't know how significant that is for somebody, but maybe a woman was behind all that, because I say it's always some bitch, okay? So it could be in a good way or a bad way, but it's always some bitch. Look where the bitch is, all right? So, and look who did something in this situation. But, that could just be significant for somebody, especially how I had to break it down, or, tell basically the video. But yeah, like they're saying that. And even, when Kendrick Lamar is rapping his parts, he's saying like respect is, not quite sincere no more, like it used to be sincere. We used to be able to see that, but it's not sincere no more, like you think you thought I would have amnesia. Is it a procedure, or does it a seizure? I don't know. I remember where I go. But yeah, the amnesia part coming out is like, like you thought I would have amnesia. You thought I would forget what you did to me, and stuff like that. So, that could go back to what I was saying that's happening in that other video. Like somebody is having trust issues, or, or they're, treating others as if those same people are going to treat them how other people have treated them, you know? But, you know, like, it doesn't it doesn't invalidate you, you know, that you feel this way, because people have shown you who they are, you know, like, better yet, respect ain't sincere no more, you know, like, you have to come to that conclusion out of somewhere, you know, or at some experience, whether it's many experiences, one experience, experience had to be there, right? So, you know, like, so keep that in mind as well. Wow, Tupac, God bless the dead, in reverse. So somebody even believing, you know, like, once people die, they die. I was singing a song that had Pharrell in it, and he's also a part of that group called Nerd, and I heard it stands for nobody ever really dies and stuff like that. It's like, you know, like, somebody's in this energy. It's like, you know, like, once a cheater, always a cheater. Once a thief, always a thief. Once a liar, always a liar. But you remember, when disorder, just because disorder shows up doesn't mean it's here to stay, and eventually it starts looking like everybody else. Because after a while, you're going to see, like, oh, that person is not against me. That person is not trying to do nothing to me, you know? And then you're going to start, you know, exercising that energy to want to protect that person from being hurt just like you. So you won't want to do nothing to hurt them, and they won't want to do nothing to hurt you. And you will see that, you know, you will see that through experience. You will see that through actions as well. God bless the dead. God bless the dead. God bless the dead. And then I think in the song he said, I know it's getting rough because you don't know what to trust, who to trust, or something like that. See, trust issues keep coming out. I think that's a line in that song. Okay, I don't know the rap part too much, but I love the song. I love this beat. Rest in peace to my homie Biggie Small. Yeah, I know it's getting rough. You don't know who to trust. Is that where it says that? Okay. But yeah, Tupac is one of your angels as well. Wants to get your attention. And Leah and Tupac been rolling together. So a Capricorn and a Gemini could be rolling together, or that relationship, or a relationship with these two separate signs on separate occasions could be significant as well. At your best, you are love. It's a positive, motivating force within my life. Should you ever feel the need, you wonder why, let me know. Let me know. Let me know if you feel what I feel. Confusion can get way too down. When there are times that I feel sure that what I say I'm all about, what's the next word? Oh my God. The movie ATL could be significant. The place ATL could be significant. Those people in there. The name Rashad could be significant. Ain't that T.I. real name? Or was that his name on the movie? I don't know. The Rashad came screaming at you, me. Okay, Ra. you roaring at me, Ra? It's too early. Okay, it's too early, Ra. Okay, it's too early. I love you. Stop. Okay. Anyway. Normally, yeah, I'm gonna just leave it at, I'm gonna let y'all discern from that. Okay. It's like when I can't remember a song, that's what I'm referring to. Or I just lose, like, it's almost like I'm running and then I have to slow down out of nowhere and stop, like stop out of nowhere, like something's crossing the road or something like that. A horse could be crossing the road as well. Horse could be here, hoes are us, or horses. Okay, I associate horse with horses as well, which also equate to cars or movement or some type of transportation as well. So that could be significant for somebody, whether it's a good or bad thing. My baby, ooh, damn, my lovely dove. I does. Okay. Like when I heard about Horus, or even learned about Horus, I saw so many similarities in my child. Like even when he was like growing, like when he was a baby and his hair was growing out, like I was looking at him like he looks like a feather, like, or his hair they're looking like bird feathers, like, and I was just like, and then sometimes when he would cry, he would sound like a cat, and and there's a such thing as a griffin, which is a lion and an eagle together, I think. Yeah. Like, so it's, and when I heard about Horus, I was just learning about, like, what's it called? Like humans being associated with animals, I guess, I didn't know much about shamanship or, shamanism. I didn't know much about that, but I was aware of, how we acknowledged our animals in our tradition, in our Native American tradition. But, like, I didn't know much about it, but I would look at him and, I was like, man, this deity reminds me of my son, And then I learned more about, who his mother was, who his family was, and stuff like that. And that's how I learned a lot of the truth too. But, like, so something like that is significant about someone's son, like, you saw some of these magical things in this child while he was younger as well, or, eagles or hawks could remind you of your son, or your son is speaking to you, whether they're alive or, not alive, because I'm getting both. Our children speak to us. The movie Golden Child could be significant as well. Like, our children be doing the most. Okay. But I love it, like, I love it because I was like, it used to be hurtful when I would see people judge him off of his physical abilities, but I'm like, if y'all know who he really is, like, or what he can really do, y'all wouldn't even be saying this, like, because he's like, if I can't do nothing to you on this physical realm, he's gonna do something to you on the spiritual realm. All right, that's all I'm gonna leave that at. Okay, so it's like, if he can't do something to you in the physical realm, he damn sure gonna do something to you in the spiritual realm. Like, whether you believe it or not, you don't have to believe it or not to make it true. But yeah, so and what else I was talking about? But yeah, so I was talking about like how I would forget certain things, and they were saying, discern that for yourself. Yeah, so, and then I was talking about Father God Ra, his name means I'm a motherfucking ravage, okay? Just one line, I am that I am, okay? I am that I am he, okay? Or somebody is coming forward and declaring that they are he, okay? They are them, okay? Maybe they needed this type of reassurance in this type of reading and stuff like that. And then even this song being at your best, you are love, okay? So whatever these experiences try to turn you into, remember, at your best, when you're feeling up tippity top shape, you are love, okay? No matter what bad things people try to accuse you of, bad things people try to remind you of what you've done, long as you were remorseful, you repented, or you didn't do it again, you didn't make it a habit to do it, you are love, okay? Know that, okay? Now try putting that cheese on a cracker. Jinsoon Dean, wise, intelligent, okay? G.O.D, okay? God, hey, game of death, okay? Hey, so I have to introduce you first, right? Okay. But yeah, I love it, okay? And then Amun Ra could be close to you. Um, yeah, you're gonna hear me roar, okay? You're gonna hear me roar. You're gonna hear your kids speak up. You're gonna see differences in your kids, developments in your kid, new developments, okay, in your kids, okay. The movie, what is it called? Lethal Weapon could be significant. Any like a lot of movies keep coming out, I guess too. That could be significant. Lethal Weapon, yes, it is a deadly weapon, okay. Or we can use somebody like you on our team, okay. But somebody is feeling like, like at your best though, like no matter what they try to make you into, don't turn into that, okay? See, I don't want to be a player no more. Even if that ain't the issue, just sing that, okay? Calm yourself down, okay? Big Pun could be one of your angels as well. That's been Pun and Joe, right? Yeah. Anyway. It's so hard. That's another Big Pun song with Donnell Jones. Stop it, okay? Jinsu D, God, Game of Death, okay? I was talking about Taylor Swift's song Blank Space earlier, and she also has a line in her song that says, life's a game, wanna play. Okay? She's like, life's a game, wanna play. And she mentions that, like, spiritual things or those type of things many times in her reading. I mean, or in that in that song, she even says like I could read you like a magazine. I can make all the tables turn. It makes me think of Wheel of Fortune energy as well. Life's a game, want to play. Like that's even giving me Scorpio energy, the Death card. I could read you like a magazine, the High Priestess card as well. So Scorpios, Pisces, and I want to say Sagittarius energy, but it could also be fixed signs energy. They were saying, so Aquarius, Scorpios heavily, Taurus, and Leo. All right. But yeah, in this song, he actually is pointing out the power of how children have the power, or they are destined. They are descending for something as well. Or like even acknowledging the power in children, okay? God, but in the major where the bang is where it's set. And the cappers think I'm trapping because my sneakers so fresh. Who they vote for, who to go, and who the absolute best. Oh, they think you niggas dope, but they ain't heard the guy yet. And the guy burning the major where the bang is where it sets. And the cappers think I'm trapping because my sneakers so fresh. Who they vote for, who to go, and who the absolute best. Oh, they think you niggas dope, but they ain't heard the guy yet. Cup of passport, cup of firearms. I ain't trying to do nobody harm. I got babies to get home to. Shit, my pastor pack chrome too. Keep the real and let them know the deal. What the fuck else I'm supposed to do? Savages be on they nigga shit. Ignorance, but I got immune to it. Ha. Plus my seeds become scientists. Really, my son's a fucking scientist. See, he descended for some high shit to slay the founders and his congregates. But that's besides what the topic is. God of apologies, who cares if Obama cared? I'm not a black apologist, but if you got, then what the knowledge is. That flag ain't matching with your outfit. Fag swag, I'm glad Lord Jamal outed it. Let's get back to the preposition. He also says somebody does God a great disservice. They're doing God a great disservice. Okay. But yeah, see, he says a lot of stuff about, like even just acknowledging children, Yeah, like I got babies to get home to, like they're important to me, okay? It's important that they see me, okay, as well. But they were also they were sent down here to do a mission. Wheel of Fortune energy. It was a will of God. This name spells out God. The name of this song spells out God. Descended from God to slave the founders and its congregates, aka to enslave the masters and those who conspired with them, who followed them, their congregation.